Hi guys, RJPASINI here. Today I'm getting ready to do a final inspection on an item that sold last night. It's right over here. It is a Sony clock radio, okay? And the reason why I like to do final inspections on electronic items is because when they lay around in a storage facility, sometimes they don't always function properly. The area could be damp, could be, especially during different times of the year. If it's a high humidity area, the components in here can get messed up, whatever. And, it was cold and damp. I had to go pick it up yesterday. And I'm glad I did. This is going to be a final inspection. And you're probably wondering why I want to do a video on this particular item. Well, a lot of electronic items I like to always do what do you call it, demos or sneak peek videos, intro videos. But for the most part, this is going to be like a final inspection video. And the reason why I say that is because when I was at the thrift store, this is a thrift store item. When I purchased it, everything checked out good in the store. I was able to get a because they sell CDs and stuff like that and compact player, disc. So I was able to test it out. The radio plays, everything plays on it, And when I took it home, when I took it home and then put it in the storage facility, it finally sold. It's been up for quite some time, I have to honestly say. I'm so glad to get this thing out of here. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I'm glad to get it out of here. I noticed the CD door here, where you put the CDs in there, it wasn't closing. So it's supposed to be a snap like this. And what was happening, every time I was closing it, it kept opening up. I was like, oh no. I said, this can't be happening, folks. And it kept going like this. And, no matter how hard you press, well, you don't want to break it in there, but there's a little locking mechanism there. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's right over here. See there where my finger is? That little locking mechanism. So, I took a little, screwdriver and stuff like that. I was moving it around, stuff like that. And I cleaned it. I put alcohol in it. I thought maybe there was dust in there, something like that. I toothbrushed it out with a little brush to get any filaments or any little particles that might have been there, cause it to stick. And after all of that there, alcohol on it and stuff like that there, it was good. Actually, when I did put the alcohol in there, I did spray a little alcohol in that locking mechanism. It probably acted as a lubricant. But here's the thing. It worked for a while, but when the alcohol dried up, it was back to this again. It wouldn't close. And I know for a fact that if I had sent this item out, it would definitely come back. I definitely get something from the buyer saying the lid don't close on us here. And therefore, they'd send it back. I pay return shipping. So right now, that cuts up my profits, because what I paid for this, and now I got to pay for the shipping. It's like almost like a break-even thing. Okay, I had it for $19.99. Just to let you guys know, I had it for $19.99. The buyer made an offer for $15. I took it. It was sitting there for a long time. I said, let me get it out of here. So anyway, I brought it home, checked it out. Like I said, when I got it, it was in a locked position like that. I said, well, okay. I'm thinking, okay, it works. So then when I opened it up, just to give it a final check, and they got like a little, it's got like a little imperfect thing here, like a little raised feel to it. And what you do is you press down on it, it pops open. All right. So what I did was I brought it home and I cleaned it up, and how I circumvented that problem, and I'm glad I did. I'm going to test it out now. I'm going to show you what I do. I had to clean it out, and I used, after I cleaned that, make sure all the alcohol was dry, I took Vaseline, the clear Vaseline, petroleum jelly, and I took it on a cotton swab, and I pushed it all around there, and I made sure it moved back and forth. I kept testing a couple times, and I got it to work, thank God, because if this was broken, that part was broken, I would have to contact the buyer and give him an option. Say, look, the thing works, the lid doesn't stay closed, and most likely a person could say, well, that ain't going to do me well. I ain't not going to buy something where I had to put a weight on it or something to make it stay down. So I'm so glad I got that fixed. I was relieved. I was up till like 1 o'clock in the morning last night trying to work on this thing, and I got it. I got that thing fixed. After playing around for a while. All right, so what I want to do now, because when it comes to electronic things, it always pays if you could. Now, I'm not saying everybody's going to do this here, but if you could, make a short video of it, okay, showing that it's working, because you could sit here and tell people the thing is working, and in the meantime, it may not everything may be functional on it. So you got to be careful when it comes to things of that nature. Now, if I would have just taken this, even though the lid was closed, and I said, okay, it's good, I don't need to do a final inspection on it. I send it out. What do you think is going to happen? Buyer's going to get it. He's going to do this, and he's going to see the lid keep opening up, opening, close. You know, I know I'm going to get a complaint. Or he's going to tell me, you know, the item's not working. Can I please send it back? And therefore, I printed out the transaction detail on this sheet. I always print out the transaction detail sheet on a sheet here for from PayPal. That's what I love. I always print out transaction details. And this is going to cost $8.45 to ship it to the person. Now, if it does, like I said, because I offer 30-day money back return, you know, for returns, that would come out of my pocket. So, folks, what I'm saying is, whenever you're getting something like this, selling electronics, give it the once over. Don't assume. You know what they say about assuming, right? I'm not going to get into that, but you know, you don't want to assume that everything's going to work. Because in this case, it was technically it was working, but a little minor thing like that could have caused a problem with the sale, and could have made an unhappy buyer that would most likely either leave you a neutral or negative. All right, and how am I going to fight it? I can't. He or she would be at, it'd be in their favor. They're saying, okay, well, the guy said it was working condition. When I got it, the thing won't work. So anyway, I'm going to do a quick little test on it. I always keep an extension cord here. I'm going to move my webcam down. And, the other thing I want to show you guys too, if you're going to do this, just a little incentive, okay? You don't have to do it, but I do. Going forward, I will do it because I'll be honest with you. Look at this thing here. Look at all the buttons. I'm not saying it takes rocket science to figure this out, but look at all the buttons on this thing. Seriously, look at all those buttons. Okay? And then you got some stuff, not on this side. I think it's on this side. Then you got, that's the volume and tune or whatever, and AM and FM, the bands. But look at all the buttons on here. Now, I was playing around with this yesterday saying, how can I get the radio to work? I was hitting buttons left and right, and I couldn't figure it out at one point. But look at all those buttons. Look at that. So what I'm doing, you don't want to drop this thing here. What I'm doing is I printed out this here. And basically, it's a 2-pager. All right? It's a 2-pager. And it's basically the instructions, right? Actually, I should have printed out on a double side. I got a print that does double side print. All right, whatever. It's too late for that. And this will tell you how to set the clock up. Okay? Now, and I also made this. I took plastic that I had wrapped, and I used this as a thing, to protect the instructions. And I just put it in there, taped it up. These little things, believe it or not, people probably like this. As a matter of fact, I could do. I'm thinking about it now. I might as well throw I always like to throw the packing slip in there, so I'm going to throw the packing slip in there as well. So this way, now the buyer will have the instructions how to set this radio up, and they won't have to bother me because I tell you the truth. Before I started printing out things like this here, the buyers would contact me and say, how do you set this up, or how do you set that up? And for the most part, I didn't have the instructions, so what I had to do is I had to go there, print out the instructions, or lead them to give them the URL, the link to where they could print out the instructions, and they had to do that. And you try to make things easy for these people. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to set this thing up. I mean, I know it's not rocket science, but I'm just saying, isn't it better to have the instructions instead of sitting there second guess? What do you do with this? What do you do with that? So I figured, let me just throw this out there as just to help the person out. And believe it or not, there are people that do like the idea of getting these things. So if you do sell electronics like this here, you do it for the buyer's sake. It's going to take you about a page, 2 pages. If you got a double-sided printer, it's 1 page. Yeah, you're going to waste a little toner. You'll waste a piece of paper, whatever, sheet of paper. But, it's a peace of mind, and I'm sure down deep inside the buyer's going to appreciate it, because rather than getting something, this doesn't have any user manual, especially if it doesn't have a user manual, the average person's not going to want to sit there figuring out. I know for a fact this is going to be a big help. All right. Anyway, let's put that to the side. I'm going to move my webcam down here on the desk here. And what you see back there is a tripod stand over there. What I'm going to do is move this more closer here. I have a disc that's not included, of course. And again, this here is for inspection purposes only. Let me just get this out of here. This is their transaction details sheet. We don't need for the people to see that. My microphone over there. And I got an extension cord over here. What I do also, folks, Let me move my glass for a second. Let me move my mouse here. And the pen. That can stay there. What you might want to do too, just a little tip. When you're packing things, stuff like this here, put it in cardboard, bubble wrap it. And the reason why I do this here, folks, is when you're packing this thing up, you don't want this to scratch the unit. It's basically to protect the unit from getting scratched. Okay? So I save little pieces of cardboard for this reason. And I wrap it up there. And people might say, well, the cardboard, will it scratch? Well, not really. I mean, you're not going to have metal prongs come out. It's the metal prongs I'm worried about, because if you're packing this in here and you're not paying attention, you could scratch the thing up even more. Now, on my listings, I always put, the condition of the item. Like for this, for example, this here has dents in it. You can see it's got a dent. It's all noted in the description. It's got a dent on the right. Well, if you're looking at it faceways, it's got a dent in the left speaker. And it's got a little minor dent over here. I don't know if you guys can see that, like a little ripple dent. But it's all noted in there. It does have some light scuffs on this unit. But, it's noted in the description. And that's the thing. Whenever you're listing items, be descriptive as possible. Be very definitive in it. Tell them what it is. If there's a scratch on the face, you say there's a scratch on the face or whatever. Be upfront and honest with these people, because it's only going to come back to haunt you if you don't. Okay? I keep a rag here too. Just give it the once over like that. They just take off any dust in there. You can see the unit's pretty clean, nice and shiny. I'll leave that over there. And that's how I do it. But this here is removable. Like I said, it does come off easy. And we'll keep that over there with that. I got a plug over here. Like I said again, we're going to plug this in. And this is to give it the once over. Okay, you can see it's nice and bright. The thing here, you can see it. What I'm going to do now is first off, I need my glasses. That's the first thing. All right, and I'm going to hit over here. I'm going to pop this up. There you go. I'm so glad I fixed that, folks. I really am, because if I couldn't, I'd have to tell the buyer what's going on and most likely just refund them, because I'm not going to let anybody get stuck with anything. Okay, so we put that in there nice. We're going to close this down very gently like that. Now, I'm looking at this backwards here. So let's see, what do we got here? CD, is that the CD player here? Bear with me, folks. I had it yesterday. Let me just see something here really quick. Let me see. Oh, they got a button over here that says CD. Let's see if that'll do it. Oh, there we go. And the reason why I do this, folks, if it ever gets to a situation where a buyer says it doesn't work, I'll tell her, I'll say, well, here's the proof is in the pudding right here, Okay, it's spinning around. It's getting set up. All right, let's see. I might not be done. Okay. And here's your volume switch. Plays nice, though. And if you want to change the channels, these two buttons here do it. Let's see. Let's go back. I think it does. Am I doing this wrong or what? Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I'm sorry. I'm looking at it backwards here. So bear with. Okay. All right. I guess that does change it. I guess I skipped too many. I don't know. Let me see here. I don't know. They can figure that out when they get it, but you can see. Sounds good, right? Pretty good. Okay, I'm going to shut this off now because now I know the compact play is playing. So let's hit this off. Okay, we hit that off. Okay, and now we're going to hit this. We got to switch one from the CD to the radio, I think. I'm going to have to turn it around again, folks. Let's see. Bear with me for 1 second, guys. Oh boy, I know I did it yesterday. Radio, was this it? There's so many different buttons on this thing. Let's see. Okay, we got the radio. I'm gonna put AM on here because if I use the FM bit. Okay.
You're listening to Len Berman and Michael Regal in the morning.
Yeah, this is
accident injured at work from everyday aches and pains. Spine and Rehabilitation Centers of New Jersey is there for you.
Listen. Hold on, I'll talk to you in a second here.
NJ Hertz, or visit them online at njhertz.com. I'm Karen Stewart with the supplyhouse.com fan.
That's the AM band. Okay, let's shut up. All right, here's what I want to say to you guys. if you're doing demo videos, now you might say, well, what about this here? Now, classical music, I found that when I use classical music in the background, I haven't had any strikes whatsoever. Okay, I don't know what the thing is. I know there's probably somebody said to me because it was produced back in way back when, whatever, and there's no, I don't know, protection. I don't know. Something along that. Don't hold me to it, okay? But anyway, if you're going to do demos on stuff like this here, don't use. Let me make sure I get this handy because I don't want to send this guy. Was given to me as a gift. I like classical music, by the way. In case you guys wonder what the music is, this is what it is. It's can you see that there? There's a lot of glare in here. It's Mozart's night music. Okay, you see that? It was given as a gift. Whoops! Oh boy! Now I'm gonna break it now. I gotta check it out again. Make sure I didn't mess anything up. Whew. Okay. I'm gonna pull the plug in and see. We know it works. It passed its test. Yeah, if you're gonna do any testing on these items when it comes to music or whatever, don't put FM music on, whatever, because if you're playing a song and it's so many seconds long, whatever, you will get a strike on it. You will get copyright infringement or whatever. You're going to get a notification from when you call it there, from YouTube. Okay. All right. Now the next thing I want to do is they put down for post. What I like to do, folks, is let me get the plastic here. What I like to do, and I got to get a thing here. Whenever I'm sending these things out, like I say, give it the once over. Okay, always have to give it the once over. Make sure there's no dirt on there. All right, and we're going to include the information there in a second here with this here. But what I like to do first is wrap it up. The reason I put it on the table here is because sometimes the hard plastic scratches the table. Okay, so let's do this. I do this on all the items I have too, by the way. Okay, let's wrap this up here. Now, this one thing at Sony, their cords are so thick, the wiring. It's really so thick. Okay, let's go like this with this here. All right. And I always like to wrap everything up in plastic. This is clean plastic, by the way, even though it looks foggy. It's clean plastic. I don't use old plastic. Okay. Try to get it around there. Only that, the reason why I do it too is if it's in a shipping box, you know how I look at it, folks? If it's in a shipping box, let's say, God forbid, the box gets wet, something happens to it, something crazy happens to it. Where's the scissors here? Here they are. At least the unit will be protected. All right, let's cut some of this out here. Okay. And what I want to do is take that tape. Where is it? The clear tape. And I just want to get ready to tape this here on the bottom without dropping it. I always like to put tape on there. The excess we're going to cut away at that. Sometimes I save the little pieces like this here because I have other things too I could use to wrap up with it. All right. It's like gift wrapping for Christmas. You know, the thing is, I gotta put this over here for a second. The thing is, when you're doing stuff like this here, you know, wrapping stuff up, you want to make sure that you get it where it's gonna make sure everything is, you know, sealed properly. Of course, I can always make sure everything's covered and everything's all taped up. Now, when it comes to things like this, when you got a loose, let me get this rag out of here. When it comes to a loose part like this here, I like to do is tape it up. Tape it to the unit because there's nothing you can really do with this here. The wire, I'm telling you, the wire is so thick with the Sonys. They have such thick wiring, which is good. You got to figure these things are going to be left on, you know, pretty 24/7. So, but one thing at Sony, they do their wiring pretty good. Okay, let's see if I can do this here. Let's get this here so it'll hold it so it doesn't. Just give it a little padding here, like that. Okay. I mean, I could cut off a lot of this here. Actually, you know what? Let me just do this here. Okay. I'm not going to save that piece. That's too small. Okay. And what I want to do is get another piece of tape here. Okay. And grab it like this. Okay. Like that. Get that there taped up. Just to hold it in place. Get this over here as well. And yeah, I'm gonna go over here. This here. Okay. And let me just put underneath that little piece there. Be careful just to get that scissors away. Okay. And get over here. Now, what you could do, just to protect this here, get a piece of cardboard, which I always have laying around. Let me get a piece of cardboard here. It's always good if you get a wider piece, but we want to protect the. We want to protect this here the best we can. Let's see here. Needle it around here. This is very thick cardboard. I don't know. I save this as a scrap. That's why I save these things. I always like to make sure everything's protected. All right. Put this here. And I want to put this over here like this, and pass it like this. I have to bend it up a little. I'm gonna have to probably go like this a little. I want this to be a little. I want a little rigidity in there. I don't want it to be too much, but I want it where it's going to protect that face. You know what it is too? I want to try to protect the grills as much as I could. The grills are over here, so I should have enough cardboard for that. Okay. And what you want to do is, without bending the grills, you got to be careful with the control. This cardboard is really tough. And what I want to do is, whoops, I gotta be careful with this here. This cardboard is really stubborn, man. It's very thick. It's like petrified. Okay. Some people may say you go through the extremes doing it. Like you figure, why don't you just put it in there and just bubble wrap it? I don't have bubble wrap, folks. I use the paper when I do that. Now, when you get these type of things where it doesn't turn like that there, you got to put a slit in there. This way it'll have a little bend. It gives a little bending, see? You might have to do that in some other cases too with this one. Let's see here. Okay, let's see. And over here. Let's try this one here too. You know, I don't sell a lot of these things because people say, well, geez, if you sold a lot of these things, you'd be here all day doing this. And I know. I'm only able to do this because I only got the one item going out. Well, this is probably, I think I have one more of these here. I have, not this particular model, is another one if you're interested in Sony. The only thing with that one is the dimmer light switch don't work. That was a one that was sold at one point. It was sold, and what happened was the person said the dimmer light don't work, and therefore they didn't want it. But that's okay. I mean, I don't care. I took it back. I put it up again. I tested it. That's the only thing that's wrong with that one, is that the dimmer light don't work on it. It's not that good, the dimming switch. And I guess some people, I think the person said, what do you call it there? It wasn't bright enough. I think that's what the person said. Something along that line. Okay, let's go over here like this. Sometimes this gets a little sloppy doing it this way, but I think the buyer will understand what I was trying to do here. You got to make sure it's done. This is just to hold it in place for the time being. It's basically, folks, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it's to protect the front of it from getting damaged. Okay. It's protected from the front getting damaged. That's why I'm doing it. I should make a little bigger here. That's okay. Let's see what we can do here. You know what? I'll just like this for the time being. Just to hold it in place for now. Like this here. You know, sometimes people say, yeah, but you use a lot of tape doing this, but you know what? I'd rather use a lot of tape. This way, it'll get, if something God forbid happens, at least the front of it's protected. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind when it comes to things of that nature, especially when it's for my buyers. That's the thing with me. I always try to go that extra mile. You know, I always try to go that extra mile for my buyers. And I want to make sure it gets there in one piece, not pieces. Okay. And I got to weigh it up. And, you know, this, I think the buyer knows what I'm trying to do here. I think the buyer knows what I'm trying to do. And I just got one more over here just to give it like a little. There we go. Okay. I got that there. Carefully. And yeah, this way it'll protect it even from the front getting crushed. That's what basically that's what I want. Then I'll put this on top of the box. Now the box I have for this item, I have this box. I don't know if it's gonna actually, let me see if it'll actually fit in here. I don't think it will. Let me see, I don't think it will. I might have to use a different box. Oh, it does fit here. Okay. All right, well, I got to put bubble wrap in here. This is going to go flat rate box. I got to see what the price is going to be on this one here. But I also have another box that might be a little better for this, which I took out yesterday. It's this one here. It's the large mailing box. It's kind of a big box in a way, but it's 12. It's a 12 by 12. But this might be another way to do it with this box here. I don't know. But I got to see. Right now, I got to see if there's enough. You know what I always do? Whenever I'm packaging things up like this here, I always want to make sure there's going to be enough padding on the side of it to protect it, you know, on the top and bottom. This could, see right now, this is why it's not really good. You see here, it's right to the edge. That means if this thing drops, this is going to crack. This box won't be good. It's good if it was a little bit wider. Okay, so let's take this out here. Let's put this to the side. And we're going to go with the bigger box because that box is not going to cut it, and I'm not going to take a chance. I'd rather go a little extra. Hopefully there's enough postage in here. If not, if this is way too big, let me get the box in the upside down here. Yeah, that's okay. Let me just put this one over here. Let me get the clear tape again. Yeah, sometimes you got to weigh out your options. You got to see what you want to do. If not, if it's going to cost too much with this box here, I'll make a custom box. I hate when the tape gets messed up. Okay, so let's do it this way here. Put it over here. And just to hold it like that. And we'll go like this. Okay. And one more good gesture here. Okay, that's good. Now, we'll put it in here. I think this will be much better fit anyway. Let's see how it looks in here. Of course, I gotta put the packing in. I think this will do it. If I keep it like an angle. See, now I got some room to play around with here. See, there's room to put paper on the side of it. What I'm going to do is, I'm not going to show you the whole process, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a lot of paper in here. I got popcorn too. I can put some popcorn here, whatever. And then I'm going to get this guy all set up and ready to go. This is the size box. It's a little bigger, but you know something? It's better to be a little bigger because I could add extra padding on the side of it. You see what I'm saying? I got padding on here. I could add around the side of it to protect it. And I always slap a label on there. You know, electronic item. Please do not drop or crush. And that's basically all she wrote. And I gotta put this over here. And that's basically all she wrote with that. So with this, folks, I'm going to close out this video. Let me get that out of there. I hope you guys get an idea of what I'm talking about. You know, this is how I pack. And in regards to doing a final inspection on electronic items like that, it pays to give it the once over before you just put it in. Because I'll be honest with you, if I would have just taken that face value and said, okay, it was tested in the store, I tested at home, and now it was in the storage, and now when I come back, everything's going to be copacetic, everything's going to work, And well, you didn't see it. I was going to do a video last night. It was 1 o'clock in the morning. I was kind of tired. That little lever, you got to take my word for it, that little lever wasn't working on there. You know, we're supposed to, you know, lock in place. It wasn't working. And the reason why I'm doing this video too, folks, is for protection for me, okay? In case the buyer gets it. Now, that will be well packed. Believe me, it'll be well packaged. I'm sure. I guarantee it. If the buyer claims he gets it, says it doesn't work, I could just refer to the video, say, please check out the video. You'll see the item worked. The CD player worked. The radio worked. I don't know what more I could tell you, you know. But it's a way of me protecting myself, okay? I had a situation like that once before, a long time ago. And a buyer had received an item, electronic item from me. And the buyer claimed it didn't work. And I said, well, you know, if you check out the video. And the buyer didn't want to hear anything. The buyer just said, it doesn't work. It's defective. I want to send it back. I want my money back. I said, okay, all right, no problem. You know, I was telling the buyer, I said, if you want to check out a video, I did a demo video on that item, and you'll see that it works. The buyer didn't want to hear no ifs, ands, or buts. I want my money back. Okay, no problem. I offer 30-day money back guarantee, and so he got his money back. Got the unit home, tested it out, relisted again. It sold within a week later, something along that line. So I wasn't really too worried about it. The only thing I will say to people who buy from me, well, I don't say, I'm just saying, I'm putting it out there for you guys because, you know, you may be a potential buyer, you may not. But anybody that buys from me, before you buy from me, I should say, look at my feedbacks first. See what others are saying about my service I offer to them. Okay? Do I respond to questions? When a person asks for a refund, do I give their refund back? You know, look at all the pros and cons. Well, there's a lot more pros than the cons, I'll be honest with you. Because I treat my buyers with utmost respect. I will work with them in any which way I can to give them the best deal possible, okay? If you look at the items I have listed, you'll know that a lot of stuff has been dropped down really low because I'm trying to move merchandise out. There have been a couple, this week has been a couple 50% off sales at the local thrift store where I usually buy a lot of my electronic stuff and, you know, things of that nature. I didn't go at all. And the reason why I didn't go is because I have enough merchandise, not a lot. I think I have now, 172 items listed on eBay. I do not want to buy any more until that stuff is gone, you know. If I do pick up something, it'll be something like at the spur of the moment. I like to buy the Keurig coffee machines, but I have 5 of them, I think, right now listed on eBay. So I'm holding off on that unless I get the colorful ones, you know, the blues, the yellows, the like I just sold a K Mini Plus one was a pink one. But if I get with the colored ones, then I will, you know, consider buying them. You know, I'm looking for it. Next one I'm looking for, I don't think I ever got a chance to sell it, is an orange Keurig. If you look at the Keurig product itself, they make a whole different gamut of different models. I mean, the B31, K10, the Mini Plus, the B60. They got so many different models. I mean, I've been selling quite a few, a lot of Keurigs since I started getting more involved into them. And they have so many different models out there. They have one that was like a stainless steel. It looked like it was in a commercial. It could be in a commercial coffee shop. That's the one I picked up a while back. It's like all stainless steel, metal. When you hit the top of it where the lids open up, it's like cast metal, whatever. I never seen them like that. Then they got the ones with the reservoirs. I sold stuff like that. The only thing I will say with those, with the reservoir ones, they seem to be a hard sell, as far as for me, the way I see it. Now, other people may bake it different and say, well, I sell those there, and they move pretty quick. I haven't had to move quick. I just sold one a while back, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago, and I was so happy to get rid of it. I had it for so long. It was on there for months, and I finally got rid of it, and I was like, thank you, you know. But I will not be buying those anymore. The ones that you see now that I have listed, they're your basic standard single cup ones. I think I got a silver one listed, and I think I got a couple black model ones listed as well. I think the K10s or B31 models. But those are the ones I look for, and I like to get those in the color schemes, you know, blue, pastel blue, yellow. I don't know if I saw the green one. I know they come in different colors, folks. My brother just picked one up brand new, an orange one. It's like a real burnt orange. It's really nice, and I go, is that used? Because no, brand spanking new. He goes, look, here's the book and everything. It was never used. It's like, wow. And he got it. I don't know what he paid for it. He didn't tell me what he paid for it, but I'm sure he paid a decent price, especially because I sell pre-owned ones. The ones I sell are pre-owned. But this one here was that he bought was brand new, so he must have paid a decent price for it, I would assume. Not that it's no big thing, he might have mentioned to me, I don't remember what he paid for it, but it doesn't make a difference, But anyway, those are the type of Keurigs I look for. I'm more like for the colorful ones. But like I said, right now I have one silver. I think I got four black models Keurigs. I think the other one's a B something. I can't remember. I sold so many of them, I can't remember. And again, if you do see anything that you like on air, matter of fact, let me just bump out really quick, if you don't mind. Let me bump out of here, and I'm going to show you what I have right now. Maybe you guys might be interested. Okay, here's my store. As you can see here, shop RJPASINI for great deals. If you want to look me up on the eBay, you just go by seller. You just type in right here, shop-RJPASINI-for-great-deals. And you'll see over here, right, it's 100% positive feedback. And these are the items I have right now. I've reduced a lot of these prices on a lot of these items. For example, this hat, I think, if I'm not mistaken, was going for, I think, $150. I took off $100 off it just to unload it. It's a nice hat. It's a military hat, whatever. This was going for, I think, for $29.99. I dropped it down to $19.99. And a lot of the things that you see here, this was going for a lot more. These are ceramic. I had these for $19.99. I dropped them down to $9.99. This here is a local pickup, this TV, Olivia. It's a nice TV. The only thing it's got like a little scratch on it, but it's noted in the description. It works. And the remote control, the volume rocker on the remote control, it doesn't work too good on it. It could stick, it sticks, whatever. But this is a local pickup. This thing here, I'm going to probably take it off. I don't know, it was given to me. I don't think I'm going to keep it. But like little things like this here, stuff like this nature. I'm going to be doing a purge, meaning that I'm going to be getting rid of some of this stuff here. I'm going to donate it to my local thrift store. But certain things I'm going to keep, certain things I'm going to get rid of. I'm going to do a purge. I printed out a sheet of the things I'm going to print out, get rid of. This here was my personal Panasonic radio, Panasonic phone system here. This system works great. It was tested. Well, I had it. I'm the one original owner of it. And the only thing is the battery in the handset needs to be replaced. I didn't buy it because right now I don't need a cordless battery. I got another phone I picked up, and so I put that up. That was going up for $39.99. I got it for $20. I put it down to $29.99. These were going for $29.99 on the Keurigs I was talking about, and I put them to $24. I think all five of them, I think, are listed at $24.99 if you're looking for nice Keurigs. This does not have the silver top on it. And then we got stuff like this here. This is a vintage tape recorder. I had this for $19.99. I dropped it to $10. I'm trying to move a lot of stuff out, folks. Not because there's anything wrong with it. This here is, a vintage tan mink stole. I had it for $29.99. I put it at $19.99. I got people watching it. People watching the shirt. Some of the items here that you can see if you're interested in it. Okay. Here's that other one I was talking about. That Sony I was talking about. The Sony Dream Machine. This was going for $29. This is the one where I sent it out to the buyer. The buyer said the dim light wasn't, it's not too bright enough for them. So I understand. I took it back and just popped it up there again. Here's some puzzles I'm getting rid of. That other model I was talking about. It's the B30. I couldn't remember it. That's a different model. This is a nice one too. It's, again, I never seen stuff like this here. With all of these Keurigs, the silver ones and the black and gray one, like the silver one here and the black models, they all get instructions with them. Not that it matters. People say, so what's so great? What about that? But, again, it's just a little incentive thing here. This here is going to probably be coming down. I'll be dropping the price on this as well. It's a New York Yankee Derek Cheetah shirt. I'm going to probably drop this. This will probably, I'm thinking, let's forget, I'll probably be going for $19.99 with best offer. All of these here, all the things that you see here, folks, have best offers on them. I need to move this stuff out. I would like to get new stuff for the new year. That's why I'm not going to any thrift stores to buy anything. So basically, once the stuff is gone, it's gone. Now, the girls' stuff that you see, to be honest with you, is some of it was donated from relatives, and the small stuff, like the casual petite stuff, is my daughter's stuff. This is not store-bought stuff from the thrift store. These are items that were. This is my daughter's stuff that you see here. Just to let you know, and. So I just want you to know, not that I'm saying anything is wrong from thrift stores, but the stuff that's being here is for my daughters. These little ceramic figurines, as you can see here. I got this stuff here. All right. Again, any shoes, sneakers, whatever clothes you see, that's all for my daughter. This little lady's wrist clutch, ladies clutch wrist purse, whatever. what you see here is, again, all the girl stuff is my daughter's. Okay. Don't have much. I only have 172 items listed here. So if you guys see anything you like, ladies, gents, whatever, make a best offer. Keep it. All I say is keep it fair. That's all I say. Keep it fair. Don't offer me like a $2 item, whatever, $2 for an item or whatever. If I'm selling for $4.99, like this is $4.99. Someone's gonna say I'll give you $1 for it. I mean, at that point I might just give it to you, right? But this is the stuff I have right now. And like I said again, I am not going to be doing any more sourcing at this particular time. If I do go to a thrift store, it'll probably be on a 50% off day and see what they have. But for the most part, I will not be buying any more. I'm not going to replenish the stock I have here. This I had for, I think also, I had this for $150. I dropped it down to $49. Nice case, all packed, all ready to go. A buyer inquired about it. I gave the buyer, I messaged the buyer back. I thought the buyer was interested in it, but maybe the shipping was too much. I don't know. It's a pretty big suitcase. It's not small. And what are you gonna do? What else I got here? And I got these little radios and stuff. But this is basically all I have, folks, right now. So if you do see anything you like here, please don't hesitate. And this is what you're looking for. If you want to look me up, that's my eBay user ID. If you want to look me up. And if you want to follow me, I got 22 followers. But if you want to save me, it says save this seller, please do. If you have any questions, please contact me. Reach out. Okay. If you got any questions on the items I'm selling, please reach out and let me know. And I'll work with you the best I can. Like I said again, please just before you leave, make a best offer, keep it reasonable. And lastly, before you make any purchases on them, please. Check out the item, check out my feedback first before you make any purchases. I always tell people that in my videos, I want you guys to get the best deals possible, and I want you to feel confident buying from me. So, please check out my feedback first before making any purchases. See what others have to say about my service, and if you like what they say, please, please make a purchase. Buy what you like over there, and keep it reasonable. And like I said again, I'll give you the best deals possible. Anyway, I'm going to sign off, guys. I'm going to talk to you guys later. I'll probably be doing reselling news or Let's Talk eBay segment, one of those. So if you want to subscribe to my channel and check me out, if you're an online reseller or think about selling online, I talk about e-commerce, and I like to keep people in the loop of what's going on in the e-commerce world. So if you think about selling and becoming an online reseller, please check out my video. All right. Thanks again. Please subscribe, like, comment, share, and if you want to be notified, hit that bell notification icon. My name is RJPASINI. Have a great day. Until next time, bye-bye for now.